Donald Trump's attempt to bring a case in the UK against a former MI6 officer who compiled a salacious dossier linking him to Russia has failed. The former president had been seeking to use data protection laws to sue the company run by Christopher Steele, but the High Court has thrown out the case. Mr. Steele compiled a dossier which contained unproven allegations about bribing officials and sex parties. It was leaked to the media just before Mr. Trump was sworn in as president. In bringing the lawsuit against Orbis Business Intelligence LT, he said the dossier contained allegations that were inaccurate and breached his data protection rights. In Thursday's ruling in London, Mrs. Justice Steele said she did not make any judgment on the allegations themselves, but found Mr. Trump's claim had not been brought within the 6-year limitation period. There are no compelling reasons to allow the claim to proceed to trial, she wrote. A statement is expected from Mr. Steele later today. The case stems from 2016 when a U.S. political consultancy asked Mr. Steele's company to produce a report into potential Russian interference in that year's US general election. The project was paid for by Hillary Clinton's Democrats and other political opponents of Mr. Trump. Mr. Steele, the former head of MI6's Russia desk, sent his findings to the FBI, a British national security officer, and an aide to a senior US senator. The dossier, later obtained and published by BuzzFeed News, detailed uncorroborated intelligence claims that Mr. Trump had a compromising relationship with the Kremlin. The former president said in his witness statement when he brought the case last year that none of these things in the Steele dossier ever happened. I can confirm that I did not at any time engage in perverted sexual behavior, including the hiring of prostitutes to engage in golden showers in the presidential suite of a hotel in Moscow. Mr. Trump said official investigations had debunked the dossier, but it continued to cause me significant damage and distress because people still believed it. He added that he had not had time to sue in the UK before 2023 because he had been busy being president. Anthony White KC for Orbis told the court in October that Mr. Trump had accepted that the company was not responsible for BuzzFeed's publication of the document. Orbis also argued that the former president's case was an attempt to address long-standing grievances. An inquiry by special counsel Robert Mueller looked at allegations that Mr. Trump's campaign and transition teams conspired with Russian agents to sway the 2016 election in his favor. It did not establish that there was a criminal conspiracy, but it laid out 10 instances where he had possibly obstructed justice.